Hello, my impatients. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. How art thou? I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. I hope you will join and engage with me. I hope you will join and engage with me. So, some people are wondering how NAMI bowling went today. I guess it went all right. The first game I did really good. I think I broke 110. I don't know if I got 117 or 111 or what my score was, but I did really good in the NAMI bowling today. And the second game, I broke 100 again. I think I got like 103 or something like that. So both games I broke 100. When I first started doing it a few months ago, I couldn't break 100. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then I went to the gym and I ran. I did some exercise. So a pretty productive day. But I'm not letting people get close to me. I got to let people get close to me, and I got to develop some relationships. Basically, I got to get close to people and develop some relationships. How art thou, my impatience? So my mother went to Whole Foods and she got me 2 slices of pizza from Whole Foods. That was my dinner tonight. Got a bagel from a bagel shop by the NAMI Bowling. I had a banana and mango smoothie for breakfast. So I'm rocking and rolling. With food today. I'm drinking the reverse osmosis water. People have got me scared about the microplastics. Oh, we had 2 people here, and now we're down to 0 people. Zip. Zilch. 0. None. 0 is kind of... So, I know... it doesn't matter. So when it comes... I'm going to tell... So, I saw a suggestion for a Colin Hay song titled Overkill. And I started to think, was the HIV scare and pharmacological abuse premeditated? And did they know they were going to do it to me? And did some people think it was overkill? And I need to realize this is predicate logic and ideas of reference. And, nobody wanted to do overkill to me. This is just toggled the switch to off. It was an accident, I guess. Rusty says he just found out his stepmother has cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. Cancer is terrible. And my father has cancer. It's really one of the worst things you can get diagnosed with. So. Jack says to me, do you ever think about doing a lot of push-ups? Because I have a lot of free time and I'll get pretty big and women will be coming to me. That's a good idea, Jack. Maybe I could get to do some push-ups. Maybe push-ups is all I need. Rusty says, we had plans to do a stream on Tuesday, and we were going to do another Rusty and Andrew show, but Obviously he has illness in the family, so he might be over at the hospital. So it looks like the show that we had scheduled might not come to fruition. So, all right, I mean that makes sense. Obviously the health of your family is. He says it's tentative. He'll let you know how it goes, but the health of your family is paramount and more important than you and I streaming together. So good luck, Rusty. Good luck. I wish health and happiness to your stepmother and so on. He says, "Thank you, thank you. You're welcome." Yeah, cancer's bad. Cancer is bad. We got. So he says, "Do you like to do push-ups?" Not really. I've never really been a push-up guy myself. I've never really been much of a push-up guy. Rusty says his cat is sniffing his eye. Why is your cat sniffing your eye? Is there something in your eye that's appealing to your cat? He says, "I don't know. Maybe there's some sauce or something in there. He just came from pulling weeds." Jack says the thing about push-ups is it's pretty safe moving and it gives you that pump. The pump is what the life is all about. The pump speaks mountain. Okay, Jack. You seem to really like push-ups. Yeah, push-ups are good, Jack. Oh yeah. So I guess NAMI. I guess keep doing NAMI. Keep doing things. When does that group begin? It begins June 23rd next week. So I got my car inspected, which is pretty good. Somebody asked, "What's the most number of push-ups you've ever done in a row?" I've always been pretty pathetic with push-ups, so I'm going to say like 20. Not too many. I've always been pretty pathetic with push-ups. Somebody says, "Call Poppy and go to the Derby game tonight. It will count as Father's Day BS." I don't think Poppy wants to go to the Derby game, Dave. I know your intentions are good, and I would go because I'm lonely, bored, and I have nothing to do, but I don't think he wants to go. But we will go to, we'll be celebrating Father's Day tomorrow. Why are the most interesting people always the most nefarious? La 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 la. Rusty says he misses the sit-ups. Yeah, the sit-ups were good, Rusty. The sit-up towel is right there. Right there. It still exists. Hello, old friend. Hi, old friend. The sit-up towel. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Just keep going to NAMI, keep going to groups. It's going to get better. I feel like it's never going to get good again. I really need some help. I really need some help. I need some help in the form of love, intimacy, friendships. Somebody singing the Beatles. Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! I need someone. Help! When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. La 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 la. Night Fox says, "Is a woman I find men who cry out in pain from Mama's house all day long hot." Thank you, Night Fog. I'm glad you like that. Hot pay. Just keep going to groups. Keep going. Just keep putting myself out there, and I'll find somebody. Keep putting myself out there. All right, I guess I'm gonna hit the dusty trail. I don't really got a lot to talk about here. Anybody got any questions or start getting prepared for Father's Day? Somebody says, "What is the definition of insanity?" I don't think this is really the definition of insanity, but they say repeating the same result over and over again and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity. Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's insanity. The definition of insanity. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna hit the old. This is Cold Stone would be a good idea right now. Go get a Cold Stone ice cream, Andrew. Yeah, I think I need a fudge brownie batter with some Reese's Pieces sprinkled in. I think I need some ice cream to cheer me up. And who knows? Maybe there's gonna be a cute, like 19-year-old woman working the register, and I can say, "Hey, hey." But I'm too old for her. Basically, I got to meet somebody in their late 20s or 30s. Hey, but I could try. Dun, 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 dun. I can try. I can try. So she's 19. Oh, dang, that's half your age. I hope you have enough stamina. Probably not. I probably can't keep up with a 19-year-old, basically. But maybe I'm better off aiming for like a 30-year-old or like a 37-year-old or something like that. But the 19-year-olds can be cute. They can be kind of cute, you know. I definitely don't have stamina. I'm always tired. I'm always tired and exhausted. Maybe I should start aiming for 40, 50, and 60-year-olds. Maybe that's what I should start aiming for. Really start going after the old ladies at the gym. Rusty says, "There you go." Go for the 40 and 50-year-olds. Go for the 40 and 50-year-olds. That's a good age for me. 40 and 50. 40 years old to 50 years old. That's a good age for me. Somebody says, "You're near New York. No excuse why you can't find a 35-year-old woman with a learning disability. You can find someone, Andrew. Every pot has a lid." Oh. La 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 la. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna head out. Thank you for watching. Somebody asks me, would I ever steal money? It depends how desperate I get, I guess, right? I mean, sometimes if you need to do it for survival, maybe you would, right? At the moment, I'm not desperate enough to steal money, but if you're desperate, maybe you would, you know. So he says it might be the only way out for people like us. You seem pretty desperate, Andrew. So maybe you should steal some money. Yeah, I guess so. Ah. All right. All right, peace out, guys. Giant Big Lighter says, Andrew, I'm in East New York right now. What are you in East New York for, Giant Big Lighter? Why are you in East New York? Are you really? Are you riding the railroad to Atlantic Terminal? Why are you in East New York? I know if you ride the railroad, it goes through East New York. Next one will be Nostrand Avenue. He's at a show in East New York. Cool. That's cool. Okay, have fun at your show in East New York. Oh, when I used to go to Dr. Garrett, I used to take the train to Jamaica, and I used to transfer at Jamaica to Atlantic Terminal. And the stops from Atlantic Terminal were, I believe East New York was the first stop on there, and then it was Nostrand Avenue, and then it was Atlantic Terminal. Then I used to take, it was either the 5 or 2, I think it was the 5 or 2 down to Winthrop Street, and then I used to go to SUNY Downstate, and I used to meet with Dr. Garrett. Yeah, those were the days, the good old days. Can't believe I did that. That was quite the commute. Was it worth it in the end? Well, I got to the Fountain House. I had a mental breakdown. I don't know. Maybe it was worth it. Was it worth it in the end? Maybe. I put a lot of time and effort into my commute with Dr. Garrett, but I don't know. Yeah, Giant Big Letter says he's in East New York. He's smoking in the back. It sucks, but he likes to see his music. Is East New York safe? Let's Google East New York. East New York. Yeah, I think it's a pretty bad area. Be safe. Be safe. Enjoy your music, but be safe. Vegetable mind. I'm a vegetable mind. Yeah, let's go. What is Nostrand Avenue? Let's Google Nostrand Avenue. I think that's Bed-Stuy. Nostrand Avenue. Nostrand Avenue. Where is that located? Nostrand Avenue is Flushing Avenue, north from Williamsburg. I think that's a good area. Okay, well, I think Williamsburg is a good area. So it goes from East New York to Nostrand Avenue. I don't know. Yeah, Williamsburg is very nice. Williamsburg is very nice. East New York. Let's see if I can find the photos of me at East New York. East New York. East New York. East New York. That's a photo of me at East New York. East New York. You won't have trouble in Williamsburg. I was playing the Porter in Macbeth. I was in a play, kind of by the Barclays Center. So he says, "Bring that look back. Bring that look back." Yeah, I was in a play at the Barclays Center, near the Barclays Center, not at the Barclays Center. I was playing the Porter in Macbeth, so I got dressed up in a suit. I start to fear, just that the pharmacological abuse was premeditated, but apparently it wasn't. So. Bring back the suit, even if it was, just move on, just move on. So he says they planned to pharmacologically abuse you, and I don't know, it's a theory. There's no evidence to support my theory. It's just my suspicions. There's no evidence to support my theory. It's just my suspicions, and suspicions are a code word for delusions. So the evidence is I stepped on something and I chose to take HIV PrEP as preventative measure. There was no conspiracy to scare me and gaslight it into happening. So somebody says, is there any permanent damage from the mega regimen? I noticed I turned my head a lot. Maybe I have tardive dyskinesia. I don't know. I don't really know. Did it cause neurological damage? Did it kill brain cells? I don't really know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not really a good person to analyze that. Somebody says, "How was East New York? How was East New York?" Somebody says, "They say you'd be worse off without it." Sounds like a crock. Probably. Somebody says he's in a bathroom break at work. Should he commit shift abandonment and hang with me? Nah, I'm probably gonna split soon anyway. So I did all right at bowling. I broke 100 both games. Don't quit your job today. Don't do shift abandonment. I'm getting much better at bowling. La, 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 la. All right, guys. So it says I kind of did the life abandonment. I didn't have much of a life. I didn't have much of a life. I didn't do anything with my life. It's not over yet. I could come back with a vengeance. It's time to create a life for myself. I got like no life experiences. Somebody says you didn't leave, you didn't do shift abandonment to do anything besides post on social media all day long and goof off. Somebody says iBoss was either Alice or Mama. A Mama was either Alice or iBoss. I'm sorry. Unless they're all three are the same. Unless they're all Mama. Unless iBoss, Alice, iBoss, blah, blah, blah. Somebody says, that's a puzzle not worth solving. It was old Deborah. Somebody says, I wouldn't think a woman would do that, but there are two men with her. iBoss says, sometimes we're everyone. Sometimes we're everyone. Somebody says, that's not the real iBoss. Somebody asks, Andrew, why do you have so many enemies? I think when you make yourself public on social media, a lot of people, focus on you. All right, guys. All right, guys. I think I'm going to hit the old dusty trail. Thanks for watching. Horndog asks, why are you so agitated lately? I don't know. I'm just really depressed and frustrated. I'm just not having a good time. Somebody says, you're an easy target. The person from OnlyFans is probably not putting much effort into it. You have to meet someone in real life at the groups. Just go to groups. Just go to mental health recovery groups and you'll meet somebody. Somebody says, yeah, you seem miserable, Andrew. You haven't been yourself for a while. Yeah, it's just... Somebody says, I miss when you would sing and perform for us. Yeah, I'm pretty miserable lately. Hopefully it gets better, but you got to make it get better, you got to make it get better. It's gonna get better. Just keep fighting. Just keep on fighting. Giant Big Letter says, "Come to East New York." iBoy says, "Keep riding the Dookie bus." All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.